Hi,
Hi, Joanne.
here I am.
All right. Um, Wait, I forgot. Just need a little notepad here. Um, how are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Your family? Okay. Yeah. Um,
I mean,
so
it,
I'll give you a call.
yeah.
Um, I looked at the survey that you sent out last.
Hmm.
Did you do this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, where did this come from?
Yeah. Oh, did I send you? I sent you an email, right? That in it, I said that I hoped I was making myself clear that I thought, okay, in advance of um, t- today, I thought it would
Uh-huh.
be helpful um, to um, do something in
Okay.
advance.
That's great because I had the survey from before and I thought, oh, is this another survey from before that I missed?
No, I used
So,
a lot of the
yeah,
material from the Wendell one. I reordered
yes.
it and reformatted and, just put things
Hmm.
in different order. And anyway, I can put that up on the screen.
No,
Um,
I have it. I printed it out. I
you
have it.
did. Okay.
You
Um,
know, I'm a paper person, so
yeah, let me just get it up on my
okay.
I have two monitors so I can put it up. Um, so yeah, I just thought we got to get started somehow. And
Hmm.
I was I needed to work on something different. And
Hmm. Hmm.
so
Well, this looks great. I was going to say that the previous Council on Aging survey, um, a lot of those things have been addressed by village neighbors in
yeah.
terms of services that people can use. And I take it the previous Council on Aging survey was done before Village Neighbors was established.
Oh, it was. We did this before the senior lounge was renovated, or it was in the process of being renovated.
Right.
And so this is how some of the things that have taken place since the survey came about. Like there were Tai Chi classes and all the different exercise classes that we've supported. I mean, they were Mary Ann's ideas, but an outgrowth of the survey, the community luncheons.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the foot clinic wasn't specifically mentioned in here, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
that came about. Med ride, the tech support classes, all those kinds of things. And of course, like I said, there was an effort to have I think it was a Monday morning drop in.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't it did there
Yeah.
people didn't come. There was a lot of effort put into it, and people just didn't come. So that's why I really focused on using the Wendell survey for a way to get started, but I was trying to just focus, not have it be so housing focused. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I set it up to have demographic data. I'm looking at my other screen. That's why my eyes are going up.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um, Demographic
Yeah.
data, and then sort of more about how you live. And then I was starting to get into, I thought I need to kind of stop here, because I in number 12, I was trying to get into, unmet needs, sort of
Mm-hmm.
using, um, kind of what the basis of our survey was trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
which was trying to find out some unmet needs or things that people might want to do. Um, um, I mean, thought about asking just a couple more housing related questions just to get a sense. Um, but I didn't want to ask a question about, would you be interested in moving into senior housing? Because I felt like that was what I thought we understood from Brian. We weren't supposed to be doing that. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I think what he said was a general survey, and then when you get that back, then you use that to apply um, for the grant support to do more specific
Yeah. Okay.
housing survey.
Yeah. So I'm not,
Yeah.
I think we'll just not go I think where you see yourself living in the future is okay to ask.
Mhm.
Do, um, and I don't know, but what your thoughts are on number 14, if you think that, I mean, I guess I should start at the beginning and think if there's anything else, you have, maybe we should start at 1 and just go through and see if
Okay.
there's anything that you want to change or think
Mhm.
shouldn't be there.
No, we start at 55.
We do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Number 2 is fine. Number 3 looks good.
And again, I don't know, I mean, I don't know if the household income is relative at this point in time.
That was part of the Wendell
Yes.
survey.
I used
Yeah.
that from their survey, and I don't know if we should, I mean, that's not really, I guess, what are we gonna do with that information?
I don't think we need that right now.
Okay, let's take that out
Okay.
then. Whoops, wait a minute. Whoop, don't do that. Oh, don't do that either. I don't like it when things go crazy. Now I've got my spacing goofed up, but anyway, all right,
Okay.
never mind. I'll fix that after. Um, um, and I guess, again, I mean, what we're really trying to find out is something about um, the age group, where people are at, in terms of um, those age groups and who's really home, I guess.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like who's really
Mhm.
home, and maybe asking the question about how many people live in the household gives us a sense of how many people are living alone, which I think is important in terms of understanding how many people might be more, as they age, more at, not at more at risk, or more needing
Right.
assistance.
Mhm.
And so I don't know about the generational question that came from Wendell. Um,
I think we might leave that one out for now. I think that might be better in
yeah,
the second one. But rent or own, definitely.
yeah, and I think the multiple unit thing. I mean,
Mhm.
that's not so relevant in Shutesbury.
Right.
You know,
There are very few multiple residences that I know of, and most of them are rentals.
right? I mean, there are some people who have like accessory apartments, but they're not like multiple fam. Like they're either a duplex you know, which doesn't really matter, I guess. You know what I mean? It's not like,
Right. Yeah.
I don't know why the format gets messed up, but anyway, I'll fix that.
Okay. So if we take out 4, 6, and 8.
Oh, yeah. So, all right. You want me to screen share because I'm fixing it as we go?
That's all right. I'm just making notes.
Okay,
Here,
yes, I took out, right, so now it goes age group, self-identify, employment, people in your, how many people live in your household? Do you rent or own? How long have you lived at your current residence?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. I think that's good for what we're after now.
okay.
But there was another housing question on the second page.
Yeah, so when we go to more about how you live,
Hmm.
number 7, how do you consider yourself independent, need
Hmm.
some living, always need living assistance? Um, I wondered if I should put physical assistance. I don't know how to, you know, that Wendell used the word living. Um, I guess, you know, again, what are we trying, you know, we're trying to find out, again, more about how many, you know, like if there are people living alone that are needing assistance, not that we're going to have any identifying data, we're not going to know who they are,
Hmm.
um, but we'll just have a better sense of, I don't know, or we could just go with number 8. Well, it's now number 8. It's the one, have you used services and or assistance from any of the following?
No, I think independent. I think that's a good question.
Okay,
Living is just kind of an amorphous word
I
that
know.
doesn't nail down. Um, like some living assistants might be mowing the lawn,
Right,
or it might be bathing. I mean,
right,
so
so it's right, so it's like, do needing some, yeah, there's like 2 kinds of questions.
mhm.
Needing some, um, assistance with activities of daily living and needing assistance with managing your home.
Yes.
So maybe we could just say that, need some assistance with activities of daily living.
Hmm.
And then change, always need living assistance to, need assistance with, what did I say, home?
Managing your home. I think
Okay,
that was
thank you.
good. Yeah, because that can include both inside and outside, like cleaning and um,
Right,
yard maintenance and things like that.
yep, yep. Okay, all right, good, all right, and then we have number 8, which is, was trying to, get us, I thought it would be helpful to have a sense of people who need assistance, what kind of assistance they're getting or they're needing.
Right.
Um, so that's why I came up with these things. um, I didn't want to get into any financial things like ask if people have fuel assistance or SNAP or anything like that,
Mhm.
because that's not, um, I don't know, I just didn't think we should ask those questions right now.
Right. And um, okay. Um, do we want to ask people if they're members of Village Neighbors? Because COA doesn't have a membership, you know, so
Right, and everybody's right.
yeah.
I guess if you are using the services of Village Neighbors, it means you're a member.
That means you remember. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Good.
Right, because you have to, you know, do their intake business. So is there anything else that you can think of that we would want to add?
No, not there.
Okay,
And then the follow-up question with what unmet needs do you have?
yeah.
You know, follows on from that. So
Yeah, again, I was trying to just cast about for what
mhm.
people might, you know, things. And it was kind of looking at our old survey just to see, to spark my thoughts.
I think maybe some technology questions. Do you, you know, as on the first one, do you use a computer? Do you have have an email? Do you are you what's the word, enrolled in Town Announce?
Okay, so we need a question that's sort of like
Technology or communication or
communication. Okay.
yeah.
All right. All right. So I'm going to make a new category, sort of like this next section or something. Here's some more about is about. I don't know. I'll fix that, but I'll put some sort of header on it because then we'll have this next set of questions.
Okay.
So do you want to start with, do you use a computer?
Yes, because everything else kind of flows from that.
Okay. Yes. And no.
Mhm.
Okay. Next, do you use email? I mean, what else do we want to know? We want to know, do you use email? Do you, I guess email, I mean, we're not going to send text messages to people. So
No.
what we really want to know is, do you use email, right?
Mhm.
Seems like simple questions, because these are going to be really simple to some people. Like, why are you asking this? But we are, because we don't know.
Mhm.
And then you want to know, oh, do you have broadband?
Yes.
Because,
Is it possible to have email if you don't have broadband?
yep, you can
Okay.
still have Verizon, high, high speed.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, and then oops. Your question
Are you
was
enrolled in Town Announce? Are enrolled in or aware of or
do you
uh,
do you receive town announce
Yes,
announcement.
yeah.
Okay. And how about, do you,
How about,
are you enrolled in Code Red?
right, yeah. And then maybe a little parenthesis, saying Code Red is used to send urgent notices via computer and telephone.
Right. I'll use the, I'll look up what the, what we say on the webpage. Okay. And I'll put a little thing about town announce too, okay?
Okay, okay.
I'm just making myself a tickler note to do that. Okay.
And then next door Shutesbury.
We shouldn't ask that as a town group.
Okay, yeah. Okay, and then,
Okay, because we, yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Any other,
Yes,
oh,
I had some and now it's,
how about something about the Gazette? You know, I don't know how to say it, like, I don't know, did you like receiving the Council on Aging newsletter, the Gazette? I mean, I don't know how to ask because we haven't sent one in so long that
Mhm.
who's going to remember it?
Well, or we could say, has the COA Gazette been useful to you in the past?
Okay.
Or
Have you in the past, have you received, no, no. Unless that, have you received it and then was it useful?
mhm.
Okay.
And then would you like to receive it as a paper in a paper format or an online format?
Got it. That's a good question.
And if so, give us your email address. Oh.
I could say that if you're comfortable. No, because this is supposed to be confidential. We
Yeah.
can't.
No, I mean, if we do, I mean, if we do a Gazette, we can also, an online copy, we can also do town announce for it, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay, so far we have 19 questions,
Okay.
and some of which have multiple choice. So we have all the ones that we went through, and then we just added the section about communication. Do you use a computer? Do you use email? Do you have broadband? Do you receive town announce, Code Red? And then the 3 questions about the newsletter.
Mhm. I wonder if we want to put way back on, have you used services and or assistance from any of the following? Do we want to put the library fitness classes in there?
I,
Because
I
that's a big
wondered
part of
about
what we support.
that's, pardon?
That's a big part of what we're supporting.
Yes. The reason I didn't include it in number in that section was because this was to see about people who are using services to meet unmet needs in managing their day-to-day.
Right.
So I
That's okay.
we
We'll
could
get,
add, I think that's a valuable, definitely a valuable question to ask, because it also helps us say, okay, yes, well, we know we have the data to know that the classes are worthwhile.
Mhm.
Um,
But that's, maybe we don't need to put that in then, because we are getting the data from Mary Ann,
right,
as far as the grant application and all that
right,
goes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're, kind of trying to find out things that we don't know.
Right.
Um, you know, the demographics is to see who's responding,
hmm
um, and get more information about that, and then a little bit about how people are living, so we have a sense again about um, people living alone, and then of those people living alone, how they respond to questions about how they're getting their needs, if they have unmet needs, how they're getting them met or they're not.
hmm
Um, and then a little bit about, future,
hmm
um, and then the questions about communication. Um, and I think that when I finish reformatting this, because I've messed it up a little bit, um, it's going to be 2 pages
hmm
if we leave it in 12.
Right.
Um, and I'll just see if we put it in 14, what happens. Yep, I think it can still fit on, I think I can still make it fit on 2 pages in 14,
Okay.
which might be a good
hmm
idea. Um, anything,
No, so the question about how this is going to be delivered, when Melissa joined us last time, which was quite a while ago, but after David Dan had gone, she said something about SurveyMonkey. You can put it onto SurveyMonkey,
mhm,
which I haven't created anything on SurveyMonkey, but I've used things that have been, I've answered
yeah.
things. It's very easy. So it could be an electronic survey, but how do we, if we're, okay, let's pretend that we're going to send out a Gazette with the survey in it as a one-page add-on for people to return as a paper copy if they want to.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
yes.
I think,
How do,
well,
if it's a paper copy, how do we get it back?
right, so those are, I guess those are the logistical questions that we have to figure out as a group.
Right.
We're charged with making the draft.
I was just thinking of paper, of formatting the paper.
Oh,
That
okay, got it.
that if there's a way to make it so that people can return it to the like when you do the Gazette or the Our Town, you have a mailing section. You have a half sheet that's the mailing information.
Yep, I'm following you now. So like if it could be
Yeah.
folded
So
and,
could it be folded so that it could be returned to the Dropbox without having to put it in the mail?
well, it could just be put in the Dropbox. It doesn't have to be folded to go in the Dropbox.
No, I know, but
I mean, it can, what I mean is it could be folded. It doesn't have, oh, um, I think I'm following you. If
I'm
you,
just imagining, I'm trying to imagine how I would return something. Um, if I didn't just want all the questions and everything out there, if I wanted some kind of cover on it, that would involve how it's spaced, you know?
right, I see. So, so a person could fold it and tape it. Is that what you're thinking?
Mhm. But that would mean a whole blank side, right?
Or uh, I guess we have to think about that. I mean, we want it to be readable. Um, that's what I was thinking about putting it
Mhm.
in 14. Um, and I wanted to space out the questions so that there's room. You know what I mean? So that
Mhm.
it's easy to read the questions and answer them so they're not too close bunched up together. Um,
Right. Yeah.
uh,
Okay. The other thing that I'm thinking right now, since we have some housing questions in the first section,
mhm.
um, it kind of makes more sense to me to put where do you see yourself living in the future, and do you see yourself altering your home after the how long have you lived in your current residence, because those
Oh,
things
sure. Okay.
really kind of follow on there. It could it be demographic and residential information, or because demographic doesn't really apply to how where you're living, does it? Words.
Well,
Um,
yeah, I mean, it's how, how many people live in your house? Do you rent or own? How long have you
mhm,
lived in your current residence? That's all demographics.
right,
The
right.
other two questions are not demographics, which is why
I see. Okay.
that's why I put them where they are, because they're more um, more about how you live,
Mhm.
and I could take those two out, and no,
Um,
we,
do you want, or let's see, where do you see yourself living in the future? And that's open ended. So that's
could there be I could take them out and put them below the section about communication and information and just, but um, so we go from the more about how you live, um, those are, go into the needs bit, um, and then sort of that's why I put them kind of after that, so you're
no, I think that's fine. I think they go there. I was
Because
just
you're
trying.
thinking you're answering questions about needs, unmet needs,
Mhm.
then you're kind of like, well, where do you think you're going to be in the future? Or, are you going to change your home? Um, or have you thought about it?
Okay.
Um,
Okay. That looks good to me.
all right, Okay, so I can fix up the format and I'll send it back to you, okay?
Okay,
And then, you know, um, if you, and then if you think we want to, you know, check in again next week before our meeting on the 12th, we could do that. We can't, we can't work on this by email because we're a working group. So if we, I mean, you know, if you find a typo or a spacing question or something like that, then that's housekeeping and I can fix it. But content, we'd have to meet again,
okay,
which is fine.
yeah,
Um, and I'll just, um, you know, type up um, some minutes, which will just say that we worked on the draft survey. We considered options for distribution and how it should be returned. I'll work on the, you know, reformatting and sending it to you. So
okay,
if you're good with that, then we can just say minutes approved as written now. And then if we don't meet again, we're
okay.
okay.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
uh, I'll move that we approve the minutes for the whatever day this is, 4/29,
429, yeah,
4/25, 4/29 minutes as written. And
and I'll second, and we will have a voice vote.
okay, so
Okay,
of Joanne.
aye.
Okay, so we're good.
Well, we're good because you did this. Thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome. I just, again, I just thought it would be easier to have something to go from. If
Mhm.
and so, and I it was helpful to have something different to work on.
Okay,
Okay, so all right, so we can agree to adjourn at 11:07 if you're good.
good.
Okay, all right. I shall end our meeting. Talk to you later.
Okay,
Okay,
bye-bye.
bye.